This is The Throne, the hottest college radio station in the world, Z88.1. I am your host, Easy D. We got a very special guest in the building, all the way here from Harlem, New York, A AP Ferg. We appreciate you coming out to our Spring Fest.
No doubt.
So, is this your first time in Akron, Ohio?
I don't think it's my first time, but it's my first time here.
First time here?
At the school, yeah.
Okay. So, first off, there's 15 people in A$AP Mob.
15. All right, let's count. What's your count?
My count?
Yeah.
Okay. 12. You. Yams. Rocky. Oh man. I got hit with some questions already. Let's talk about your music. Lord's Never Worried. For starters, A$AP Mob, when y'all first dropped that, it was a debut. How was that?
It was a lot of excitement. I remember it was a lot of us just like bringing what we had to the table to add onto the mixtape. And I would just remember us like, yo, we gotta release this project because the fans been waiting for like the Mob project. And we let it go. Even though we felt like it wasn't our best at the time, fans loved it. I guess we wanted to give them like, we were so like adamant on giving them like a masterpiece that we kind of like was our worst critic of anything. We were so critical that we was just like, we wish we had more time or this, that, and the third. But Yams wanted to release it because he felt like it was done. Like we didn't want to overcook the music.
As far as collaboration on it, who was in charge of picking songs? Did y'all just all kind of come together as a collaborative and was like, this is what's good, this is what won't be on there? How did that work?
We came together as a collaborative, but at the time Yams had a big say-so on like just the curation of the music and videos and things like that. Just because he knew what would pop, and he had like that fingertip feel for whatever the trend is or what it could be.
Talk about Trap Lord.
Yeah, so Trap Lord is my first album, and I was excited about that album just because that album came out exactly the way I wanted it to. I made this, like I was trying to just basically create a whole nother sonic, something different that I've never created. I was trying to create a genre when I created the album. I was always like looking for new producers that made different kind of beats and listening to like, you know, different music and just drawing inspirations from everywhere musically, but it was all like in sync in this like sort of dark, like gloomy, dreamy, beautiful world that I've just like created. So it was like a mixture of dark, like hood tales with beautiful sounds. It's like almost like the Grim Reaper running through a garden.
Give it a name.
Trap Lord. It's like trap and then like Lord.
You said, I'm talking about as a genre. You said it would be a genre.
Trap Lord.
Trap Lord would be the genre.
Because
Okay.
it's dark and it's light.
You like art. What is your favorite type of art, by chance?
Abstract.
Abstract.
Yep.
Have you made a lot of abstract art?
Early on, yep. Like I started off doing like art shows and getting galleries to show my work. Did a piece for Rocky once. Well, I didn't do it for him, I did it for myself after my father died, and I gave it to him after his father died. And it's a John Lennon and Yoko piece that he has in his house. And it's a piece that I have in my house that's called Punk is an Angel. I did that after my pops died too. And then I did a piece for it was dedicated to Yams that was placed in the inside of my Adidas shoe.
Absolutely.
So like I did this painting, like it's called Building New Worlds, and I had Yams sitting at a table building like a globe, like the blueprint of the A$AP Mob at the bottom. To make the world, to change the world, you must change yourself. Quote at the bottom, and then I had like the rigid city in the background with the vision of Yams coming from his eyes. You can see like the light coming from out of his eyes.
Speaking of the background, was the background on that specific painting, the black and white, was it Cubism? Or
sort of, I was inspired by Cubism art, Picasso. Yeah, definitely. I was looking at a bunch of different Picasso phases, and that definitely struck me.
So, as far as giving back, what are things that you would like to do? What could you do?
Well, I've made it a point to go to Africa this year, and I spent 10 days out there putting uniforms on kids, and I'm doing this collaboration with my clothing line Trap Lord with another clothing line called Uniform, whereas like for each garment we sell is a uniform on a child's back in Africa, because they can't attend school unless they got uniforms. So we're gonna do that in different places, and we got like over a couple hundred doors, Bloomingdale's, that's gonna sell the clothes. So I'm really excited about that. Thanks for everybody, helping. Tidal, following me to Africa, Vogue picking up the whole story. It's dope.
That's real awesome that you're giving back and you're going out your way to do these things.
Yeah, I feel like people go out their way to listen to my music, or they gave me a chance. I feel like whenever you give an artist a chance, that's an intimate thing to do, because you take your own precious time to hear these people out. Like, people didn't even have to listen to me. They gave me a chance though. They listened to what I was saying, they related, and now we have this relationship, the fan and me, or whatever it is, but it's just.
What would you describe that relationship as?
I call my fans my fam, because it's like I'm never home to really see my fam as much as I would want to. So when I'm away from home, they become my family. They know me through my music. They can tell me about my uncles. They can tell me about my trials and tribulations, because they listen to my music.
Speaking of that, speak about your relationship with your dad and just the legacy that he carried.
Well, me and my pops had a really good relationship. Growing up, I couldn't have had a better father figure in my life, and he definitely did his job in raising me the right way, showing me things, showing me different things, showing me how to grind and be a man, and kind of just setting principles for me to follow, so I can be stern and militant and make my way through life. Because I feel like if I didn't have the backbone I have now, it wouldn't. To be in this game is not a breeze at all. Like, to be a celebrity, or, we human beings, but I feel like with the path he led on, I had great people to look up to, as far as him, my mom, and, my family. So it's like I have a great base.
Absolutely. It's a lot of people out here that don't have that base as far as just trying to succeed. People don't see that. They don't try to do it because they don't see it around them.
Right. That's why, like, you can't blame like a lot of the kids that come into the game and don't know what to do, because you could get persuaded in different ways. And I heard Kendrick say one time that, like, once you become famous, it's like whatever you was into, it enhances 10 times whatever you was into. So if you was into drugs, if you went to women, if you went to clothes, if you went to giving back, it's gonna enhance 10 times, and that's the truth.
It becomes addictive.
It's definitely, I don't know if it's addictive, but I just say that, like, you just need to know how to hold yourself, and you gotta have a lot of willpower not to follow, because like everything is enticing. You can have anything you want.
We're in the middle of 2017. How do you feel? What's to come?
More music, way more music, more visuals, more collabs, musically and fashion and art. But like I've been doing so much on the touring side of things, I feel like I haven't been able to touch fans, because like not only have I been doing touring, but I've been doing touring on like different platforms, so I haven't touched my base in a long time. So I'm focusing on getting back to the base and getting back to the day ones who put me in a position I'm in right now.
This is the hottest college radio station in the world, Z88.1. I appreciate you, A AP Ferg.
Appreciate you, man.
He can